Well, hey there, friendships. Welcome back to Curtis's Corner. If you're new here, hi, I'm Curtis. This is my corner. And on today's Movie Monday, the last Movie Monday of the year, yes it is, I have something special for all of you, okay? Not only are you getting this wonderful video, but you're getting 2 other videos today as well. I was gonna do 4, but I don't have the time and I have places to go and things to do. You're gonna get 3 times me. Aren't you lucky? So, this video, we're going to be talking about my top 10 favorite films of the year. I went to see a lot. I did not get to see all of the films that came out in 2024, but I did manage to get to see quite a few. When you're done watching this video, head over to my next video, which I will link at the end of this, to watch my review for Nosferatu. And then once you're done watching that one, you can head over to my third video, which I will link at the end of the Nosferatu review. So that way you're able to check out my most highly anticipated films of 2025, because that is literally in 2 days. So if you're interested in hearing what I have to talk about, these films that are right here, right in front of me on my computer, then keep on watching. Now before we jump into things, this little list, make sure, if you like movies, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button for weekly videos, and the notification bell so you know when I post videos. As well, I'm actually running a promotion right now on my Patreon. Link is below. If you use code New Year's Corner, you will get 20% off of your first month. You will. You're welcome. But act quickly, because it starts today when this video is live, so as of noon, and it only goes until midnight January 1st. It's a 2-day promotion, so come on, click that link, enter that code, get yourself a 20% off deal for New Year's, and I will see you over there. You get full access, early access to all of my videos, and you get creative control over what I put on this channel. But let's jump into this list. Now, I have a few honorable mentions. They didn't quite make my top 10, but they were quite close. They were within the top 20. For a full breakdown as well, you can go to my Letterboxd and see all of my reviews. I have written reviews there. They are essentially the same as my reviews on here, sometimes even word for word. But if you want to go check it out, see a visual breakdown and see kind of how I've ranked everything, head over there. I will leave a link as well in the description box for you. But top 5 honorable mentions. Coming in at number 5, we have Beetlejuice. This was a fun film. It was, I think, much needed. Funny aspects. I don't think it caught the magical spark of the first one, but it's there. I do have a review, so you can check that out as well. By the way, all my reviews, if it has one, I will leave it in the description box below as well, so you can just click and see all of the different reviews where I go more in depth. Number 4, I have Terrifier 3. I also have a review on this. It's kind of a mishmash review because I talked about, I think, 3 other films with it. It's in my last video, which will be linked at the end of this video. But I thought it was a good, solid entry into this franchise, but I feel like there were a lot of misses in this particular film where it made the second one stand out way better than it did before. Like, Terrifier 2 was still always my favorite, but then this one just kind of like solidified it to be my very favorite in the trilogy right now. So I'm hoping Terrifier 4 will change my opinion on that. Coming in at number 3, I do not have a review for this, at least I can't find it. So if I do, it's somewhere on my channel. If I don't, it might be on my Letterboxd. Coming in at number 3, it's Immaculate. This one I was surprised about. I really enjoyed kind of how everything played out. It was a slow burn without feeling like a slow burn. It was very well acted. Sydney Sweeney did a phenomenal job, and the ending, while you don't see anything, the audio that it is just, it's upsetting and a great end to a film. Coming in at number 2, I have Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. This film, when I tell you, it holds such a special place in my heart. It is such a fun film. It is great. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but at the same time, it takes itself serious enough that it makes it a very great, a very well done film with a budget that they had. It is levels above the first film, and the people behind the scenes, which I have managed to talk to quite a few, are all very wonderful I have a playlist. You can check that out of all the interviews to hear kind of behind the scenes, even things for future films within this universe. I will leave that below, and you can check out the review as well below. And finally, my last honorable mention is The Crow. A lot of people hated this film. Now, again, I stated in that review, I've never seen the original. I'm sure it is fantastic, but I really had a good time with this one. I thought Bill Skarsgård was amazing. I thought the visual of everything was great. I love how action heavy it was. I loved how visually brutal it was. Everything about this film is something that I want in like a comic book film, aside from like Avengers and DC, although DC, but that's it for my honorable mentions. So now let's get into the real deal, okay? So coming in at number 10, I'm just going to tell you it because I'm not gonna go into any in-depth because I go more in-depth in my review, but you can watch after this. It is Nosferatu. Yes, number 10 is Nosferatu. So if that gives you kind of any aspect of how well this year went, here you go. One of the last films of the year, and it's in my top 10. So check out my review for that, and you can see why I rated it so high. Coming in at number 9, though, is Twisters. I do have a review for that as well. And Twisters, it was a really good kind of standalone sequel to the original, and I thought they did a fantastic job. The visuals, sometimes I will find that they, are like a little iffy, but for the most part, it's great. Again, not going to go into super detail. I have a review. You can go watch it. Check it out. Enjoy. Abigail comes in at number 8. Now, Abigail was a fun, fresh take on a vampire story. It's supposed to be kind of like a loose interpretation of Dracula's daughter, and it was just fun. Lots of comedy, lots of blood and gore, lots of fun, easy scares. Nothing that's like haunting you for like your life, but just like a quick little pop. Here it goes. You're done. Really good, really fun. Great performances all around. The character building is fun as well, and like these characters are such shallow characters that you don't really need to even go into a big heavy background in order to understand kind of who they are as a person, which is what I like about it as well. Coming in number 7, we have Alien Romulus. I love the Alien franchise. I think it's a great franchise, and this film is another great entry into this franchise. It holds its place very well. It really meshes together the first and the second film really, I would say pretty perfectly, actually. The visuals, both practical and CGI, are great. Again, I have a review for this, so you can go check it out if you want to hear a more in-depth review on it. But coming in at number 6, I have Longlegs. Again, I have a review for this. So this one, obsessed. It's probably one of my, it's probably my like favorite horror film of 2024. Period. It's so creepy from start to finish. Everything about the performances, the sound design, the set pieces, the mannerisms of Nicolas Cage as Longlegs. It's just, all of it is just so unsettling and just so perfectly crafted. And I'm actually really looking forward to Osgood Perkins' next film. So, number 5 is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, I went into this with some hesitation. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not because Disney was taking over. We had a perfect trilogy of everything, and this was the next one in the whole franchise to continue it under new management, and we were just like, I don't know. Surprisingly amazing. Like, really strong story, really strong characters, great visuals, fantastic performances. Everything about this film just continues the amazing qualities of this franchise, and I cannot wait to see more. Again, I think I have a review on my Letterboxd, so you can go check it out there if you would like to read it. Coming in number 4, A Quiet Place Day One. A Quiet Place Day One, I thought was really good, and I loved how they kind of flipped it, where the first 2 Quiet Place films, it is very quiet with sounds here and there that activate, that, make all the death angels come after you. But in this one, everywhere is loud and it only has small moments of quietness. And that's what I really enjoyed about this one, because it is day one. No one knows how to act. Yeah, it's a little, we're stretching the believability here, how really quickly we understand, oh, they hear by sound. I don't think you would solve that in a day. I think it would take like a couple days to figure that out. But it literally, they've all figured it out within the first maybe 20 minutes of the film. I'm like, No. That's where it kind of lost me a little bit, but otherwise, friggin' great film. So good. Number 3 is Deadpool and Wolverine. I have a soft spot for the Deadpool films. The first one, absolutely fantastic, hilarious, loved it. The second one, while funny, still good, still great. I enjoy it a lot. I found the first one a lot better. And with the third one, again, I do have a review for this. And I have my gripes with it, but I loved the cameos that appeared. It was a simple storyline, but I love the banter between Deadpool and Wolverine. I love everything that they kind of created to kind of help and continue and connect everything all together. So that was nice. Again, not going to go too much into it because I do have a review. Coming in at number 2, I have Dune Part 2. Favorite science fiction film ever. I love the Dune franchise. I am so excited to see part 3, which will probably be in like 2026, which is upsetting that I have to wait 2 years for it, but that's okay. Again, not going into too much. I have a review on it, but Dune Part 2, so amazing. Visually, perfection. Acting wise, perfection. Just so good that almost nothing can beat it, but clearly something did, because this is number 2. So let's get to number 1. My number 1 favorite film of 2024. The film I have been absolutely obsessed with since it came out a month ago. Wicked. When I tell you I'm obsessed, I have songs on repeat every day. I quote it to friends. I have seen it 3 times. I want to see it a 4th, a 5th. I want to get the 4K Steelbook version. I need it. I'm going to Universal in March, so I'm really hoping that the Wicked theme area is still there. All of it is great. Now, this is the only film that I don't have an actual review on YouTube or on my Letterboxd for, but I'm telling you, Ariana Grande, absolutely freaking hilarious. Cynthia Erivo dishes it right back, but then also her emotions, her struggles that she's going through, phenomenal. She's a great actress. Jeff Goldblum as the wizard, while he's not in it very much, the time that he spent in it, great. Plus, it's Jeff Goldblum. What's not to love about him? Hello. Michelle Yeoh as Madame Horrible. Underrated performance of the entire movie. I think she was really good in it. Ethan Slater as Bach. Just, first of all, he's so pretty. Good on you, Ariana. I know the backstory about it, and shame on you, but whoever initiated, shame on you. However, you go, girl. Ariana can't do any wrong in my books. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. Ariana's queen. Oh God, there's a beast down here. Jonathan Bailey as Fiyero. So handsome. Oh my gosh. I will say, I've seen comments here and there. I do agree, he does not look like he should belong in that university. He looks like he would be a professor and not a student. However, that aside, the voice, the dancing, the comedy, everything about it, just, yes. Hi, beastie. I have a little beastie. It's Salem. Okay, off you go. Bye. I need more Wicked in my life. And I really hope they actually turn this into a franchise, because I also just bought the books. So I need to read those. I'm starting those in the new year. My goal is to try and read some books. But anyways, not what this video is about. I'm going on a tangent. I'm sorry. I really hope that they continue with this franchise. Not just do a part 1 and part 2. I really hope they continue and do the next one and the next one and the next one. And there's a new book that's coming out. So come on, continue it, please. Anyways, that is my list. That is my list of my favorite films of 2024. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if your top 10 is similar, if it varies way differently than what I have. I'd love to know. I would love to know what your top 10, even top 5 are of the year. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed the chaos that just happened. And hit the subscribe button so you can see some weekly videos, as well as hit that notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video, because if you don't, how else are you gonna know? You won't, so do it. Now go watch my Nosferatu review, because she's up, she's ready, she's willing to be watched. And then go check out my 2025 most anticipated films right after. I will see everyone in the new year, but until then, goodbye, friendships.